Hi, it's Hollowmaster, and we're back with another part of Wrath of the Righteous, the Through the Ashes DLC. We still haven't finished that, but we are getting very close. So last time we completed the dire news and what was I don't remember what it was called initially, but Anai asked us to find her hospital. Unfortunately, it was no more. So now we have to go and try and find our way to the other side of the rich quarter of the city to try and find the Inquisitor's outpost in order to get to the Defender's Heart. So we're all pretty worse for wear. We're gonna come this way. Let's see, actually, let's have them walk over here by themselves. We're gonna try and get through another fight before resting, and then rest afterwards. I don't know if we'll be able to do it. Everyone's pretty hurt. We're pretty low on spells. We're gonna try. So, let's quick save. Oh. There we go. Baldur's Gate controls are messing me up. So, let's come up this way. And you see some militia fighting some cultists. But we're gonna actually, I think, ignore them for right now. They said, we fought them off, thank the gods. I don't know how much longer we can hold out. But I think we're gonna come back here. And we're gonna try and sneak over to this fight.
I'll got you! Don't hold back! I am your end! You're going down!
Good gods. It's a big boy save. Okay, well that was annoying. But we can make camp now. Thank God. Because we are all hurt and tapped. Oh yeah, the Abyssal Corruption is going to go way high. But we're still not going to reach level 1, so I think that that's worth it. So, we saved before, so we're just going to rest. Why are you so cheery? The city's in ruins, there's blood running in the streets. What's there to smile about? I've always been a smiley kind of person, and I haven't died once so far. Maybe my smile is my lucky charm. After 4 hours, we were attacked. Oh, yeah, a dretch. We're gonna do this cool thing called reloading. Yeah, I'm not fighting a dretch with no spells, no health. Just to click next round 100 times while the stupid stinking cloud wears off. Let's save again here. Who is our perception person, and why are they doing so poorly? I guess it's maybe the protective rituals? Or the night watch? Yeah, everyone doing poorly. Because no one else can do these, and no one else can do that, so it is what it is. We just saw that one, so I won't read it again. After 0 hours you were attacked? But if it's just some cultists... Whoa. Oh, those are the other... Okay, okay. How many enemies is it? Cultist, cultist, cultist. Is there a dretch anywhere in here? We might be okay with them.
I'll gut you!
Oh, yeah.
I got this.
Come on, Meatloaf.
Don't hold back.
7 damage from her on her bow is really good.
Do not hold back. You're not a threat. You're an obstacle.
Okay. That wasn't so bad. The cultists I don't so much mind. But yeah, there was no way we were gonna be able to do a dretch on that few spell slots and HP we had left. Let's continue to sleep. Okay, we failed to impact Okay, we failed to weaken the impact of the corruption. That's okay. Because we're still under the 1. Okay. So we're all healed up. We're all situated here. So let's go back and talk to them. Halt, who? Oh, the fighter's eyes go wide. Sir Rekarth, it's you. Yeah, right, sir. As if they're ever going to knight me. Despite his grouchy tone, Rekarth is obviously pleased from this form of address. I remember you. You were in the squad that raided that barge with the poison on it, right? Yes, I was. If you hadn't exposed the cultist plan back then, it would have been a disaster. Then again, I guess disaster still struck in the end. So we're going to say the captain sent us. He told us to join forces with you so that we can all get out of this mess. Where is he? Why isn't he with you? We found him at death's door. Get out of here alive. That was his last order. Damn those cultists. The fighter grits his teeth. Well, an order's an order. Let's band together. I just remembered there's an alchemist shop nearby. If it hasn't been pillaged yet, we could. He clears his throat awkwardly. I'm not telling you to start looting, of course, but we could really use with some potions right now. The city will compensate the alchemist later. Sure, of course it will. Good idea. Let's go find that shop. So we're headed to the Defender's Heart. How can we get there? Let me think. It's all cut off over here. Ruins or monsters everywhere you go. I guess your best shot at making it out of this pit is through the Inquisitor's post at the cathedral. It's just northeast of here, but you'll have to fight your way through a few bands of cultists. What are you doing here? I'm a guardsman. There's no city guard anymore. We're something of a militia now. Guards, knights, civilian, volunteers, pretty much anyone who can hold a weapon. How's the fight going? We're barely holding on. They say the queen is already on her way here with an army. I pray to Iomade that she doesn't delay. So we're going to say, let's go. So, I'm going to check something real quick. Okay. Let me look at our map. So we're going to look all around here. First, let's loot them. We haven't gone up... Oh, that's to the city, I understand. This is to the balcony. We found some cold iron ammunition, which would have been really helpful like 20 minutes ago. Come back down here. Oh. Oh, I see. The city. Okay. So let's come over here and make sure we got everything as far as loot goes. I think we did. Because, yeah, there's nowhere else to go up there. That's our camp. This is on fire. So I think that's pretty much it. We're gonna have to go across this bridge over here. Oh, I see. Okay, so there's some people down here.
The mission must be carried out. Please focus. It's you or me!
They don't know who they're dealing with.
Oh, it never shows all of them, which is really annoying, but it's fine. We'll have Meatloaf delay his turn. Although, I guess I'm gonna have him mount up, so it doesn't really matter anyways.
These magics should be used in other ways.
Yeah. Just walk when I tell you to. Thanks, buddy.
Damn you! Ha! Don't hold back!
Okay. So we just gotta get rid of the alchemist before his next turn, and I think we'll be good. And ideally not let these two NPCs die. That would be great. There we go. Okay. All good there.
Strike.
Are you still here?
10 damage from Curiel is pretty sweet.
Strike!
All those misses, really?
I'll gut you!
Sneak attack. I'll take it. There we go. Okay, let's get out of my way so I can loot. Thank you. Okay, do we have tools? We do. Okay, perfect.
The deed is done.
It looks like the people tried to fleek the cultists on this boat, but they didn't get far. Okay. So... let's switch to him. Where is the cold iron one? We just got this. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put that on him, I think. Even though the minimum damage is a little bit less, I think because it's cold iron, we should get around more people's DR that way. And then... where is that cold iron ammunition? Let's put that on Rekarth, but not equip it yet. Well, not, like, activate it yet. Alright. Let's see where we're supposed to go next. Okay, we're gonna head back to the hospital and come this way. Because there are a couple more people to fight over here. Okay, this guy, I think.
I can handle it. This will be quick.
Sorry to the dogs.
You're not a threat. You're an obstacle.
Let's give Meatloaf Fortune. We'll have Curiel sit pretty. We'll have him move up on the Hound Master. Sorry, puppy. It's under armor. Hello? Wait, whoa. Okay, it failed. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. I need my armor. We don't have very much. Although I guess arguably we found more armor than we have, like, weapons. Let's give Rekarth guidance.
This will hurt!
That was fantastic. Perfect. Okay. So we can go up or over. It looks like there might be some loot down here that I missed. Oh. Or a bunch of people. That was my fault. So we've got a barbarian and a conjurer and then a fighter.
It's you or me.
The conjurer won't be too bad once we take him out. All of his summons will disappear. He's not as bad as an alchemist, because the summons will probably mostly miss anyways.
Don't hold back.
You should have run.
Go for the ones with slightly lower AC with our squishy guys. Rekarth can shoot the conjurer for one sneak attack, really? Interesting. And then hopefully Meatloaf can just take out the conjurer.
Stop you!
Strike!
Almost.
This will hurt.
Oh, or not almost, since he had apparently more than 9
You guys
HP
always
left.
win.
Oops. Get rid of this fighter. Oh, man. Do they have something that keeps them fighting up after they go below 0, maybe?
Strike as one.
You're not a threat. You're an obstacle.
There we go. There go the summons. Let's take out the fighter. There we go. Now we just have the barbarian.
Don't hold back.
I got this.
That was pretty efficient, if I do say so myself. Oh, we found a moonstone. That's pretty. Okay. Save again. Who am I kidding myself?
The demons wait.
I think there was another cultist somewhere over here. Where are we on the map? Okay, we're back up here. Was it in between the hospital, maybe? I think it was over here. I had to reload the initial fight because it went very poorly. So I just started over. Yeah, so I saw this
Kick
guy.
their backsides.
Thunder, what are you so far back for?
This will hurt.
Dang, I wouldn't have got that close had I known everyone else was so far away. My fault. Okay. Okay, if he doesn't take them out... Okay, good. I was gonna say, we'll start using some more bigger spells because I don't want the militia member to die. Shoot him. I'll have... Okay, good. Perfect.
Attack!
Oh no, did he die anyways? No, he didn't. Right? Militia lieutenant. Oh, did one of them die? Maybe not.
Beautiful.
Oh, there's... Okay. Okay, we're good. For some reason, I thought the militia lieutenant had died. We got another masterwork longbow. Is that what you have? No. So we'll give you a masterwork as well, because I'm pretty sure Rekarth has one. Yeah. And then we also got some rope. Very good. Save again. Okay. So there should be a door somewhere around here that we can knock on. Maybe over here? Yes. You're alive? Praise the goddess. Allow me to join your party. Who's that hiding there? Cultists? No, we're militia. Okay. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. So, let's come back down here for a second. And let me check again.
Here we go.
Oh. I didn't mean to do that. So we're gonna reload real quick. Just cause I don't know if that's where I'm supposed to use the rope. And we needed to finish exploring the other place first. Okay, knock again. Okay. So we want to go north. And there's that Babao guard. Wonder if we can just sneak past him.
Defeat is not an option.
It's fine. It's fine. We have some more cold iron on him, so should be better now. We're just gonna try and keep the guards alive. So let's do cold iron on the Babao.
Don't hold back!
Perfect. I think I have to have switch to this to coup de grace, which I can't do this turn. Oh, why did you do that for? I hate NPCs. We'll see if Curiel can coup de grace him. No? Why not? Okay. Stop.
This spell works differently.
Oh. Okay.
Strike!
Fine.
Don't hold back.
I'll gut you! I got this.
Man, we're all just ganged up on this one babao. And he's like, nope, I won't die.
You should have run!
Thank you. Save again. Okay, so this is that bridge that we came over earlier by camp. So we're still looking for one more door that we can... Oh, there it is.
This will be quick.
I got the Who's There achievement. I'd just be knocking on everybody's doors. Okay. Try really hard not to let these guys die. We've got a fighter, a cultist, and a bully.
You're not a threat.
We'll
You're
keep
an
Rekarth
obstacle.
using his daggers for right this second, because I don't want to accidentally use the cold iron ammo like I did last time we had some. Like a dummy.
Damn you!
Strike!
Okay. Just the bully left, I think. Perfect. Everybody get over here. Let me loot. Thank you. Save again. Save again. Okay, so we're not gonna go down here because there wasn't anything good. And Meatloaf died. Or not Meatloaf, Thunder died. So we're just gonna continue on. I don't think it's worth it. We are gonna throw our rope over here though.
This will be quick.
Some more cultists. And another... There's so many babao. How do we get the horse over the rope on the wall? Is what I want to know.
Defeat is not an option.
Don't hold back.
Halt, who goes there? Friends, we're going to the Defender's Heart to assist Commander Tirabade. You don't look like knights. I should check that you are who you say you are. It's not up to us. They can go to Sister Albrecht. She'll decide what to do with them. Okay. Oh, are we at the temple? Okay,
Let's see
bet.
what we can do. Something's wrong.
Where? Okay.
You're not half bad. I managed.
Okay. Maybe. As much as I want to finish this DLC and continue on with the main story, I would also like to finish it, like, all the way. So let's come over here. Now that we've disarmed that trap, there's some
Watch your
loot.
step.
Oh. Don't go over there. So there's 2 cultists, and then that's where we disarm that trap, and then we'll be able to get that. Oh, there's 3 cultists. Be able to get some more loot. Never hurt.
Oh, got you!
You should have run.
I got this.
Attack! Together we stand.
I'm always ready.
Let's disarm this trap. See what loot we can get.
It's done.
Ooh, what does Poor Sentry have? Oh, just blindness for a little. Oh, permanent. Oh. Okay. Do I have remove
My
blindness
skills are
as a
obsolete.
spell? I doubt it. Does a mercy do it?
We should move.
We can't just sit here doing nothing.
Nope. Well, I guess we'll see how that goes. Okay. I do think, was that it though? Or is there a way to go this way maybe? Where is everyone? Get over here. Everyone moves so slow. I know we're all hurt, but jeez. Even my horse is moving slow. Jeez.
Can't make the demons wait.
We could make the demons wait. Where even is this? Oh yeah, we don't need that.
Beautiful.
Okay, well I guess we're going into the temple then. I've cleared most of it to where I'm content with the areas we haven't cleared. Like this is probably just like some buildings, I would guess. I know there was that alchemist shop. I guess I wonder if I should go to the alchemist shop. Because I think this DLC has a part 2. Let me look. Okay. I think I do know where to go, unfortunately. So, we're gonna go back to the area where I lost Thunder that I cut. Because we do need to fight them. So,
Let me handle them.
oops. I'm pretty sure I saved already once. Okay. So our goal is to take him out as quick as possible because he's awful.
I got this. Damn you!
Fall back!
I'll gut you!
Sheesh. Okay. The militia fought to the last, but the enemy took them by surprise.
Can't make the demons wait.
Okay, and we found the alchemist shop. Saved already. But jeez.
Is that a trap?
Where? Okay.
It's done.
Okay. Potion.
Beautiful.
More loot. Save again. To the basement.
Defeat is not an option.
Oh. This is the alchemist shop. We came in here once, several episodes ago. I came in from another way outside, and I went, nope, and turned immediately around.
You're not a threat. You're an obstacle.
Strike.
Good guys always win.
This will hurt!
Knowledge world.
The deed is done.
A secret alchemy lab, an illegal one most likely. It looks like living ooze was artificially grown here.
I have managed.
The drain runs right into the city sewers. It seems it was built without the city's permission, and using it is not entirely safe. I don't know that I want to empty them down the drain. Okay, I think I probably don't want to.
Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, let's just... Do I want to make camp? Don't know. I saved in case it ends unfavorably, but I could use for everyone to like run with a little more pep in their step. We'll see. Can always reload. Looking around, it makes you want to weep. All those abandoned homes like tombstones. Well, while you were weeping, there will be plenty of scumbags rubbing their hands. To them, these houses are chests full of loot, free for the taking.
This will be quick.
Some spodes.
Are you still here? Good guys always win.
You should have run! You're going down!
Attack!
You should have run.
I'll stop you!
They didn't even get a word in. Okay, we'll see. Okay. So what are we getting with this? We'll try it, and if everything goes terribly, who died? Did Langrat die? What did Langrat die from? What? Okay, well I guess we won't do that. Oh well. Oh, did it save right then? Whoops. Oh, that was the autosave I loaded. My fault. I don't know what was up with that. Anyways, let's just leave and go back because I think we're done. Like, I think we just have to talk to some people and then I think that's it. I don't think we really need to fight anything else. So we shouldn't need to heal. Okay.
Beautiful.
All right. Let's go talk to Sister Aubrey. Maybe? Started with an A. I know that. Let's go have a little chat. Wow, they're slow moving. Sister Aubrey, yeah. Halt! The middle-aged half-elf in plate armor adorned with Iomede's golden swords points her weapon to you. The stern look in her gray eyes leaves no doubt that she is ready to use it. Who are you? Where are you going? We're friends, Sister Aubrey. We're on our way to the Defender's Heart. I serve the Eagle Watch. He glances around, then looks in her eyes and drops his voice to almost a whisper, for there is no fire on a freezing night. The grim lines on her forehead soften slightly. She half whispers the countersign, and the moon is clouded, and continues in a normal voice. Fine, you're in the clear. As for your companions, alright people, show me your hands, gloves off, I need to see if you've got all your fingers. I swear on the gloves I've had the pleasure of wearing, and all those I yet to try on, that this is the strangest thing I have ever heard over the madness of the last few days. Sundry raises his hands and wiggles his fingers. Look, all present and accounted for. Show your fingers. See for yourself, Inquisitor, I've got all of mine. She inspects your hands meticulously, then nods, satisfied. Good. Is there a problem? What do you want our fingers for? Now I'm explaining myself to a... fine. Have you heard of Vimir the Squeezer? For 4 years, the brute has been strangling innocent town folks in the back alleys for whatever was in their pockets. He was finally caught and due to be hanged, but then Descari showed up, and now that murderer is at large again. Fortunately, during the arrest, they chopped off a few of his fingers, so it's going to be tricky for him to return to his old ways. But gangsters are imaginative, and he'll think of something. And here we are, trying to bag him again. He is not among you very well. Welcome. It's a straight shot from here to the tavern, but I can see that you're tired. Rest here with us. You'll need the strength. Who are you? Inquisitors, by the grace of Iomade and the power of Queen Galfrey, until Her Majesty's troops arrive, will hold the line and protect civilians wherever possible. What's the situation in the city? Everything is under control. Her harsh tone and frown make it crystal clear that she has no intention of answering you. We have a group of survivors with us. Do you mind if they rest here too? Yeah. I think the totally not murderer that we have with us would love to rest here. Survivors, her eyes narrow in suspicion. Of course, bring them over. They can rest up. Naturally, as soon as I check in with them as well. The last thing I need is Birmir or some other scum like him slipping by in the midst. So, we can either hand him over or hide him from the Inquisition. I don't know what Kiriel would do. I feel like he would probably hand him over, but I would love some more evidence if he's actually evil or not. So we can give him over and say, Birmir the Squeezer looks like he's wormed his way into our group. I'll bring him over and you seize him, or we can hide him from the Inquisition and say we don't have any unsavory types in the group. I can vouch for every one of them. But, like, they're gonna check them. Certainly. So, like, it would be stupid if we hid him. It's basically just trophy based, I think. I don't think I really care about getting all the trophies because I've already missed a couple. Like, I didn't topple everything over. So I think we'll probably hand him over. I think Kiriel would not be okay with that. Thank you for your vigilance. Bring him here. He won't get away from us. Beermere, also known as Squeezer, you are under arrest for your numerous crimes and escaping custody. The court has already sentenced you to death, and I will carry out this sentence immediately. What? The Squeezer? It's not me. What did you even— Oh, I see. You ratted me out, didn't you? You know what I do to people who squeal? Man, if only I had all my fingers. Yeah. Enough. May Pharasma judge your soul fairly. This is no place for civilians, but we can offer you a chance to rest up. Rest up, sleep. We'll watch over you. And resting. I'm sure this place was beautiful before the calamity. I must return once it's rebuilt. If they rebuild this place exactly as it was, the guards will boot us riffraff out before we can blink. Fair enough. Did Langrat die anyways? Is that what that was? Why? Okay, well, oh well. Sorry, Langrat, but I don't know why you keep dying. Once again, the group of escapees was forced to make its way through the dangerous streets, which had become a battlefield. They trod carefully, staying out of sight of the demons prowling about. Now and again, they would notice strange, deformed, frost-covered figures following their trail. In their rush to lose their pursuers, the escapees soon exhausted themselves, and their need for a safe shelter where they could recover their strength grew desperate. They found refuge in a church alongside other surviving townsfolk who hoped that perhaps Iomade would protect them now that the Crusaders had failed to do so. Flocks of survivors huddled together in every corner, exchanging news and rumors. A few tieflings surrounded a small knot of people, their gruff voices demanding something from the weak townsfolk. The harsh rule of war, everyone for themselves, had already taken effect. Some survivors were hoping to wait things out, while others were complaining about the place being poorly protected and were preparing to search out a safer haven. Footsteps and mad muttering could be heard in the darkness near the altar, so everyone avoided that part of the temple. Kiriel, Sendri, and Rekarth immediately volunteered for lookout duty so they could warn the survivors there could be an attack. The escapees decided to... So we could intervene in the mugging being perpetuated by the tieflings, find out who was lurking near the altar, or help the townsfolk fortify the church that had given them refuge. We should probably... intervene in the mugging, I guess? But... yeah, is Langrat dead? He must be. That's so annoying. Well, we'll see how this goes. The tieflings, whose thuggish faces promised nothing good, had surrounded the group of townsfolk were praying with their knives, menacingly. Bags of supplies belonging to the victims lay on the floor, ready to change hands at any moment. So we'll have Brody talk to them. He succeeded on an athletics check. Brody walked up to the tieflings from behind without saying a word and whacked the nearest one on the back of the head with his shovel. His friends took off, yelping under the flurry of shovel blows. Saved from their mugging, the people looked at the escapees with hope. Their bags of supply lay near, completely defenseless. The escapees let the innocents be and wished them good luck in making it out alive. Upon realizing that no one was about to mug them, the survivors thanked the escapees profusely. They invited them to sit in their humble campfire and shared some food and warm cloaks. The minutes spent by the fire and peace of good company restored a modicum of the escapees' strength. The escapees decided to find out who is lurking near the altar. We're gonna have Inai go do it. So by the altar, the escapees spotted a figure clad in plate armor. A crusader knight wandering in circles. Like a madman, he was muttering incoherent prayers, threatening to kill the demons, and occasionally starting fights with unseen foes. Witnessing the nightmare unfolding in the city must have driven him insane. Calming down the knight was Inai's responsibility. Inai approached the mad knight and spoke placating words to him. Her soft and knowing voice seemed to enchant him, and he let himself be led over to the other survivors' campfire. He accepted a cup of herbal remedy and even parted with his trusty sword. Then the escapees decided to help the townsfolk fortify the church that had given them refuge. So, although it wasn't the escapees' intention to stay there for long, they thought it their duty to help those who had taken refuge in the church. The task of turning the church into a well-defended sanctuary. We could use the tools, or we could have Prada or Inai do it. Rada's probably not going to be much help right now with this. I don't know how much help Anai would be either. Let's try the tools. I don't think we can save, can we? No. Let's try the tools. In their bags, the escapees found a good rope, a hammer, and a handful of nails, which would go a long way. Oh, okay. So we have to have one of them do it. I guess I'll have Anai try. After scrupulously inspecting the tools, Anai took all that she needed and set to building the barricade. After blocking the entrance to the church, she barred the windows and snuffed out any lights that could attract enemies from outside. Watching her work lifted the spirits of the survivors, and one of them, bowing, presented Anai with a magic scroll. Then we decided to go on our way. Leaving the church behind, the escapees pressed on. However tranquil that place may have been, they all realized that sooner or later, demon worshippers would have found it and laid siege to it. Before they could take more than a few steps, giving away from the church, a gang of tieflings, their eyes glinting menacingly, blocked the group's path. They were the same muggers who had tried to rob the church of its supplies. Flashing their knives, the bandits reminded them about the refugees in the church, the ones they had been stopping from robbing, and demanded their share. The escapees decided to hand over 400 gold coins, comply with their request, start a fight without fear, or make a run for it. Do I even have 400 gold? I don't even think I have 400 gold. So, let's just fight them. Suddenly, new figures appeared on the scene. The escapees recognized the survivors from the church. Shouting wildly, the townsfolk charged the robbers, protecting the kind souls who had helped them fortify their refuge. Faced with this onslaught, the tieflings immediately took flight in shame. After saying their goodbyes to the escapees, the townsfolk hurried back inside the church. The escapees' journey was long and tough. To avoid the many dangers of the city, they were forced to take roundabout routes, hiding from cultists and skirting around the wide cracks in the ground. Langrat, never the picture of health, had lost the last ounces of his strength. Every scratch on his body was swollen and festering. Finally, his heart stopped, giving out under the strain. He fell onto the cobblestone, lifeless. Damn. My bad, y'all. The road led the escapees to a wide street strewn with bodies, black arrows sticking out of dead flesh. One of the bodies, however, was still moving. A Crusader Ranger, an arrow protruding from his chest, was still alive. He was calling out for help, curled up behind a wagon, but no one was eager to step out into the open. Several dozen townfolk stood huddled next to the buildings for safety. They all wanted to cross the street, but were too scared of an archer perched atop a nearby tower, a nasty demon armed with a massive bow. Noise and the angry cries of the cultists from behind, and Curiel, Rekarth, and Sentry drew their weapons, anticipating attack from the rear at any moment. They decided to let's help the ranger in distress, I think. But we should probably help the ranger. The ranger's rescue was help handled by Frada, I guess. My bad. Scoffing at the danger, Frada ran towards the ranger's cries with determination. By some miracle, the first arrow missed her, and she grabbed the wounded man under his armpits and dragged him to safety. Her fearless perseverance seemed to have impressed even the demon, who couldn't believe its eyes, staring at the dwarf in surprise. The Crusader's heavy wounds were treated, and he regretfully admitted that he was no longer fit to fight. Calmly, he handed his bow to Rekarth and said, "This is a good weapon. May it be of use to you at least." Now the escapees decided to distract the demon archer and make a dash for the other side of the street. The wounded ranger the escapees had saved volunteered to act as a distraction. He could no longer fight, but he was willing to protect the civilians at the cost of his own life. This dangerous mission was given to Inai, who bluffed and said, dashing out to the open, Inai whirled and twisted like a snake, dodging the shots and jumping aside at the last moment. Trusting her intuition, she tricked the enraged demon time and time again, sidestepping his attacks. Running out into the street, the escapees bolted for safety on the other side, expecting a deadly shot to find them at any moment. The other survivors followed suit, a crowd of terrified people, their boots banging onto the pavement as the wicked demon leered, looking for a suitable target. Distracted by the escapees' maneuvers, the archer tarried, and his paws gave them a good 10 steps of safety. Thanks to this, Curiel reached cover a moment before the demon's arrow would have struck his body. Having found cover from the black arrows behind a wall, the escapees crumpled to the pavement, completely spent. After catching their breath, they continued on their way. The defender's heart was so close now. We're getting there. Then we're free from this DLC. It's good. I like the story. I like it. I'm just not very tactical. Where are we supposed to go? This way?
Let's see what we
No,
can do.
This way. Whoa. That's a big old hole in the ground. They don't call it the whirlwind for nothing. Almost there. See that roof way over there? That's the tavern. Goody. What are we waiting for? Off we go. Chop chop. Oh gods, no. We're done for. That bodes ill. Just our luck. That thing is right between us and the tavern. Oh no.
Here we go.
Can I talk to anyone? Oh yeah, I can talk to Frada. Now that's what I call performing one's duty adequately. There is vigor in Frada's voice, as if it's gained from a second wind from her success. 50 years of service, and nothing could stop Frada Lindstoden from conducting the inspection and reporting violations. Not rain or snow, not illness, not even a demon invasion. That's right. We're near Defender's Heart. Do you know anything about this area? Nothing that could help us, I'm afraid. Who am I supposed to talk to? And I can't believe Langrat died. I'm so mad. Ah, it's you. Anai's colorless eyes have reddened from smoke and tears. I'd offer you a cup of tea, but the only problem is my house has burnt down along with it. Okay. Brody? No. Okay. Can I talk to... Shirley? Save real quick.
I can handle
There
it.
definitely just has to be another cutscene coming up. Because there ain't no way we're fighting that thing. Knowledge world.
This task is beyond me.
Can I go across there? I don't oh, there we go. It's huge. Sentry is peeking through a crack in the wall, staring at the demon. And extra bloodthirsty to boot. What is this moody fella doing here? What kind of creature is it even? All covered in spikes. Must have the hardest time sitting down. Shut your trap. If it hears your yapping, it'll use you as a cushion. Rekarth looks around with haunted eyes. Fighting is not an option. It could spit at us and kill us dead. So how do we... We need to distract it. We sacrifice someone so the rest of us can go to the tavern while the beast is busy with them. Yes, lives are cheap these days. One more, one less, who cares? Brody looks at the monster with fear and whispers a prayer. The plan is solid. I volunteer. What madness is this? We're not sacrificing anybody. What are we, cultists? Better look over there. He points at the ruins behind you. The rickety building looks like it could crumble at any moment. We can make it across the roof all the way to the tavern, and no one will have to die. Sure, we're not sacrificing anybody. We'll just jump on a pile of rubble and break our necks. We'll die with clear conscience, though. Great plan. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and probably not sacrifice anyone. We're gonna go through the ruins. I like Sendry's idea. Let's go through the ruins. It's a great plan. You can bet it is. I'm the one who came up with it. We'll climb up there. We'll die the moment that wreck falls apart beneath our feet. You want to save everyone. That's not how these things work. Well, Desna, don't let us down now. Forward. The Defender's Heart was so close, but the last thing and most daunting obstacle on the way was a colossal monster stalking the street in search of prey. To avoid it, the escapees were forced to take a roundabout route, across the roofs of the nearby houses. From behind them, from the streets of Canabras, came the cries of bloodlust. A crowd of cultists was on the rampage, butchering anyone they met without mercy, and their shouts drawing closer. The escapees couldn't afford to delay. They had to climb up and pray that the gods would not let any of them fall to the ground below. Having scampered up the crumbling ruins onto the roof of a nearby house, the group froze, hesitating. There was a stretch of empty air ahead of them, a narrow lane that had been seen from below, but a yawning chasm from up here. They had to jump. The escapees... You have a +7 to that or a +12 to that. So we're gonna try and build a makeshift bridge. So, after hastily pulling a couple of relatively sturdy planks out of the ruined wood, the escapees used them to bridge the gap between the roofs. The wood creaked in agony and eventually snapped with treacherous crack, but the escapees managed to jump from the plank, breaking beneath their feet and land safely on the next roof. But the danger had not yet passed. After the clanging of the roofing under the escapees' feet, the demons raised its ugly head to the sky and howled in rage. Its nostrils flared as it picked up the scent of the escaping prey. Grunting, it charged towards the wall of the house on top, of which the escapees were hiding. They had no choice but to hold onto the roof for dear life. Oh god, a 20? Yeah, no wonder we failed. I don't know about that. We'll try. We might have to redo this. The crushing blow shook the walls of the house. The vibration made the escapees' bones ache, stones rattling free from the stonework. The force of the impact was such that the escapees who had been clinging to the beams were sent tumbling across the floor with sharp bits of roofing falling down upon them. One of these whizzed right past Sentry's nose, and two more struck Rekarth square in the chest, leaving bleeding wounds. Curiel was able to put his hands up in time, and a barrage of shards which could have turned his face to pulp, but instead left painful cuts on his arms and shoulders. Glancing down cautiously at the horrid beast stunned by the impact, the escapees hurried deeper into the attic to get out of sight. But new danger awaited there. As they were making their way through the building, the escapees sensed a familiar smell: smoke. One wing of the building was already inflamed. The defender's heart was just out of reach, their way forward blocked by fire. We succeeded the mobility check. Not wasting any time, the escapees ran through the burning attic. They nimbly dodged out of the hungry tongue of the flames, reaching for their clothes, jumped over holes burned through the floor, and finally made it to the other side of the roof. Rekarth, bringing up the rear, was a step away from escaping the fire's embrace when the floorboards crumbled beneath him. In desperation, he lashed onto the boards and immediately hissed in pain, his hand impaled on a frighteningly large nail poking out of the floor. Hanging over the boiling sea of flames, he could feel his fingers weakening. Suddenly, someone's firm hand grabbed him by the wrist, and Curiel heaved Rekarth from the jaws of fiery death. After getting a good look at the hole in his palm, Rekarth glared at Sentry and asked grimly, "So whose brilliant idea was it again to go up the roofs?" But despite Rekarth's sullen remark, the escapees had indeed reached the defender's heart, leaving the dangerous monster behind. Climbing down from the roof, they saw warriors rushing out of the tavern, gesturing for them to hurry inside. Was it true? Had they finally made it? Thank God. Open up, we're friends. Move it, Mephis roasts you before we become that thing's dinner. It's getting closer. And it's mythic? That's tough. I can't wait to get to the part in the story where we're just crushing those things like it's nothing. I forget what they're called off the top of my head right now, but those are definitely not the worst demons to fight, for sure. They did it! Get in quickly, we can't keep the gate open for long. Don't mind if I do. I'm so excited that we're gonna go back to the main story after this. We haven't even been to the Defender's Heart in the main game. On behalf of the city authorities and myself, I hereby offer our gratitude for the rescue. What, we're really safe? Well, I'll be. I almost forgot what it feels like. I'm in your debt. So this place, typical. Where else would paladins hold the line but in a tavern? Who was that? Sweet. Irabeth. Welcome. The intimidating, armor-clad half-orc who you met at the tavern gate greets you with a nod. It's good to see you alive, Rekarth. You too. So, Irabeth, here's what we're looking at. The demon scum are planning to attack the Defender's Heart. They're gathering their forces in the Tower of Estrad, and they could strike at any minute. I was prowling around, listening to their plans, when they caught me and dragged me off to their makeshift prison. Here are all the particulars. Rekarth hands her a piece of paper folded into quarters. After a moment of hesitation, he adds, "And my condolences about Anevia. Stay strong, sister. There will be time for tears later when we win this war." Don't reach for your handkerchief just yet. A smile blooms on the paladin's grim face. Anevia is here, alive and well. Go and tell her of your exploits. Perhaps she'll even remind you that the expected way to report to me is Commander. I have an urgent report. Not. So, Irabeth, here's what we're looking at, although I wouldn't bet on it. Seriously? She's alive? Rekarth heaves a sigh of relief. Praise the savored sting. Now I feel like an ass for thinking it was even possible she was dead. I've seen her in action. More lives than a cat, that one. The savored sting is Callistria, also known as the savored sting, and the unquenchable fire, is the goddess of lust and revenge who takes on many faces and guises. She is held in especially high regard by elves who often identify with her mercurial moods and changeable nature. A fondness for wasp has earned this vengeful deity the title of savored sting. Such creatures live on after harming their enemies, a trait Callistria's followers hope to emulate when pursuing their goals. So I'll say there were civilians with us, townspeople we saved from cultists and monsters. Thank you for finding a way to look out for others as well as yourself. The saving of a life is an act that gladdens Iomedae. Since the attack, Canabras has been left almost leaderless. People like Frada Linsdoden are worth their weight in gold. It will be they who rebuild the city once we have driven the enemy out. I think we will find a way to restore her sight. Brody told me the trouble you went to save him. That poor wretch had one foot in the grave. Abandoning him would have been the easiest thing to do, but you risked your life to cure him. That wasn't merely the act of a warrior, but a righteous man. I am proud that the true spirit of the Crusaders lives on among us, in the spirit of compassion, not war. Furtively turning away from Irabeth, Rekarth's lip curves into a grin. Healer Anai is an interesting person. She has barely stepped through the tavern door before tending to 2 wounded soldiers, roundly scolding 5 healthy ones. I can already tell she's going to make things difficult, but much less difficult than they would be without her. Thank you. Now is not the time to be handing out medals, but I promise, once we secure victory, your contribution won't be forgotten. Can't fill my belly with thanks. How about you spare us some gold instead? Shush you, we save people. What else do you want? Are we crusaders or some kind of mercenaries? What's the situation in the city? It's bad, but not hopeless. New fighters are joining us all the time, and those we thought lost are returning for duty. We will continue the fight. The crusades are not over. We have already stormed the Great Garrison, where the command of occupying force is based. Unfortunately, we had to retreat, but we will return and send them straight back to the Abyss. I don't think we've attacked the Great Garrison yet. I think we're about to. For security reasons, I cannot disclose the details, but I can tell you one thing. A strike force of brave souls has offered to join our efforts, led by a truly remarkable individual. That's me. We haven't met her yet. If their mission is successful, the enemy will not withstand our counterattack. Can we help in any way with the tavern defense? Your report has helped us invaluably. You have had a tough time of it. Your legs are barely holding up. Take refuge in the cellar and get some rest. You've earned it. Are you sure? This looks like an all-hands-on-deck situation to me. Anevia teaches her people well, I see. You have stopped trying to slap me on the shoulder while I'm giving orders, at least. Irabeth flashes a grin before her face turns grave once more. Yes, Rekarth, I'm sure of my orders. Now, if you would be so kind, do as you're told. Do we still have time before the battle starts? I think so, but you can take a look around the tavern, talk to other survivors, have a beer, maybe get some new gear, but whatever you do not go past the gate. The monsters could attack at any moment. Beer, conversation, even a little shopping. How I have missed the pleasures of civilization these last days. Rekarth looks like he wants to protest, but just hunches his shoulders and looks aside. It seems that he, unlike Sentry, is not overly happy to be back among people. I'm going now. Alright, when you do go to the basement, we will barricade you in from up here. You rest easy while we drive off the demons and their minions. We made it. I can't believe it. It kind of felt like it was never going to end a little bit. Let's talk to Frada. These knights are true heroes. They won't surrender to the city to the enemy so easy. Let's talk to Anai. He's over here. This place is getting burned to the ground, and all of us with it. Mark my words, we're all going to burn. Great. Let's have a little sippy, and then let's trade so that we're ready for the next one. And then after that, probably call it, because we're going to talk to all these people on Fable's file. New arrivals, make yourself at home. The pallid Damphir gives you an uninterested once-over with his blood-filled eyes. What'll it be? Ooh, look at the eyes on him, like chips of ice. Barkeep, if you would be so kind, stir a little longer at my tankard. I like my beer extra cold. With an irritated snort, the Damphir turns away from Sentry. Show me what you got. Weird stash. We'll keep the composite one. We'll keep the cold iron longsword too. But everything else can go. Well, look at us getting some real money for these things, too. I never use those spells, so we're just gonna sell them. Perfect. Okay, it doesn't look like they have too many things, but they do have potions. Thank God. So, we have $2,000. Nope, I don't want 16 of them. I will take 4 of them, though. And I will take all of those. And then all of the holy water, because that was... Oh, and then remove blindness. We do need that. We do need that. Okay, let's cure Sentry. Oh, is he not blind anymore anyways? Okay, perfect. Let's level. Alright, with that, everyone is leveled. We have officially made it to the Defender's Heart, and we have cleared all of our quests, so the only thing we have left to do is, like, talk to some people and then go to sleep. Ooh, the storyteller's here? So many stories have become intertwined within this city. I can feel somewhere nearby another one of them is approaching a turning point. What is this? Roll of bark skin. Oh, is that a little kitty? Oh my god. I didn't never notice a little kitty before. What the heck? Oh, and let's go talk to Brody. Ow, my legs hurt real bad. Though they've been through so much, I think they've been scared stiff. I'll have a lie down. Oh, yeah.
I am here all week.
Let's get over here.
I stand ready.
And then we'll take everyone into the basement and we will go ahead and call it. Let's see if there's anything else once we go downstairs. Alright, I think that's about it. Go ahead and rest. I can't believe we made it. Look at all those people getting saved, coming to the Defender's Heart. Crushing it. We're seeing a little bit of a glimpse into the future because we didn't get quite as far on the other file as we should have. How are they faring without us, I wonder? Perhaps we should go up and lend a hand? Irabeth said to sit tight down here, so we're going to stay down here and not get in anybody's way. Hey, what are you doing? Well, maybe then. Ow, my eye. Something is coming. I can feel it. Something very, very bad. Sentry? Hello? You're here for me, aren't you? Well then take me, but leave the others alone. Come on, put down your little toy. Hello? Well, that looks not good. This all bodes quite ill. Why is some weirdo looking for Sentry? What did he do?
There he is on yonder hill. I bet he's pulling some awful faces at us from under that ridiculous mask. Yup. Let's wallop him so he sends us back and troubles us no more.
Hold on. Aren't you going to explain any of this? Where are we? Who is that fool in the mask, and what does he want from us?
I don't know. I swear I don't.
You said he was after you, so you do know something after all.
I can make a pretty good guess, more like. You see, how do I explain it? I swear on my fluffy socks that I don't know what I've got myself tangled up in. That fellow's been on my tail for days and days, even before I got to Canabras. I could sense his presence deep in my gut, and that's all I know. I bet he's got something nasty in mind. Hey, you! Why don't you come down here and tell us who you are and what you want from us?
The cultist on the hill raises his arm and Sindri freezes. The bandage falls from his face, revealing that his eye beneath is glowing with an icy light, much like the light of the cold, deadened sky above your heads. Sindri convulses, clutches his throat, and is seized by a violent coughing. When the coughing subsides, Sindri's lips begin to move, but the words that emerge are not his own.
At last you're mine. You will pay for making me chase after you for so long. You tried to deny me what was mine by right. And the rod, my rod,
His rod.
you will pay for that.
Sindri's terrified eyes dart between you and the cultist speaking through him. That was the worst ASMR in my headset ever. I hated every second of that. Release Sindri now.
I have hunted him for a long time. He is mine by right. He has my treasure. And you do not dare to give me orders. You will all suffer the same fate. You will be but frozen bones beneath my feet.
Okay, buddy.
Someone's cocky. Aren't you afraid you'll slip?
Who are you? Name yourself.
My face is hidden. My name shrouded in secret. I am a servant of the Great One, and a vessel for his might. I am nothing, but I am destined for greatness.
The usual cultist gabble. Sounds mysterious, but it's just empty words.
What treasure do you want to take from Sindri?
It is something that came into his possession by chance. Something he does not understand. A shard of the Great One's power. The same power resides within me. But I mastered it. I absorbed it. I learned its ways. Once I have gathered all the shards, my master will be reborn.
Gross. Who do you serve?
The mortals have forgotten the name of the Great One. They will remember it. They will remember it and tremble. Hear the name of my master and yours, doomed ones. Sithard.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Huh? I thought he was gonna say Baphomet or Discari. Sith who? That's a new one for me.
How long have you been following us?
Not you. The gnome. A long time. Too long.
Where are we?
In the abyss. In the kingdom of my master.
That's a bad place for us to
Your
be.
master too. the master of all worlds.
What do you want from us?
From you, I want you to die. From the gnome, I want a stolen treasure. Something he acquired by chance. Great power. It is mine. Mine.
But if he acquired it by chance, then how is it stolen? If he just happened upon it.
Ha! Maybe I didn't know how to wield this power, but I swear on my bandaged eye that I will soon learn!
The grimace of fear on Sindri's face turns into a triumphant smirk. His eyes flashes like an icy star, and the mage on the hill flinches and falls silent.
Thanks for keeping him talking. While he was poking around in my head, I was poking around in his. Alright then, let's get ourselves back home before he gains the upper hand again.
Sindri raises his hand and the cultist copies the movements like a puppet. A portal opens before you.
Whose side are you even on? What's going on here?
I'm on our side, of course. Who else's? As for what's going on, I heard the same as you. That scoundrel serves someone called Sithod. No doubt a hideous creature with a name like that.
Dang.
He carries within him a piece of this Sithod's power, and it seems I do too. I don't have a clue what's going on, but everything's relatively clear. Alright, enough chit-chat. This villain will come to at any moment and close the portal. Get going. Shoo! Don't you worry about me. I'll be sticking around here.
Sindri, we're not leaving you here. We won't leave you. Whatever is waiting for you, we'll face it down here together.
Have you lost your mind? We're in the middle of nowhere, in a blizzard, without hats, gloves, or even a fur coat between us. And now with no way home. You'll live to regret this, mark my words you will. But, even so, thank you. You are true friends. Your words have warmed my heart. Well, since we're all stuck here now, onward. Let's take down that masked madman.
Okay. Well, that was certainly something. Learned a little bit about Sindri. This guy. Ew. What are those things? I've never seen them before. Far from the world of mortals, the portal between the planes slammed shut, cutting off the small party's way back home. They had come so far through the ravaged Canabras, they had evaded so many deadly perils. Surely they had not survived all that, only to die without a trace in the freezing cold so far from the mortal world? Of course not, but the fate of those brave souls long remained a mystery. Alright, I think that is it. We have officially finished the Through the Ashes DLC. Thanks for hanging in so long on this extra long part, but I didn't think there would be enough to just like cut it in two. So yeah, next time we will be moving forward on our main playthrough with Fable. I'm very excited to jump back into that. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next part.